Good news, St. Augustine. We're moving the boat from where it's been for the last year. Now remember, last March 15th we actually started building it into a caravel. Before that we were taking things off of it. That's when we started putting things on it. And if you look up behind you, you'll see that the entire back of the boat, in layman's terms, that is the stern castle of the classic caravel. And you can see the mizzen mast up there with a rigging on it, ready to go. Actually, the boom for the rigging is that's called standing rigging, where the dead eyes are, and then there's fiddle blocks up at the top just under the Spanish flag, and that's your running rigging. What we're going to do here now is we've moved it almost a half a mile from where it was at the other end of the yard, and we're right here next to where it's put in the water. Now we've got to go through this boat and make sure that it's watertight. Right now we've got some issues with it, but it's an old wooden boat and we've got issues with it, and it's that simple. This is a huge learning experience for all of us. I would say roughly half of our crew are sailors themselves, but on modern fiberglass boats. You learn as you go. I'm only 77 years old. I got a lot to learn. It takes time. Anybody that's involved in boats and it just takes time. The engine is a 671 GMC Detroit diesel. It's roughly 172 horsepower compared to over 400 horsepower for the shrimp boat engine. But the shrimp boat engine hauled a net that was about 125 feet wide. So we don't need that kind of horsepower. From the propeller to the engine, and including the engine, have been totally custom made for this vessel by the two machine shops in town, and they're all pro bono. They did everything free. We've got 18 incredibly talented and dedicated. They're fanatics about this, and it's like a fraternity now. But I can't say fraternity because we got a lot of gals involved in it. We've all sailed, but nobody's sailed a square rigger. No, this is a square rigger. This is a piece of history. This is what it was like, and the further we go, the more it looks like a caravel. The more it is a caravel. And people say, well, it was a shrimp boat. Yeah, well, the shrimp boat was built out of a caravel design hull. Now what we're doing is taking the shrimp boat, taking the shrimp out of it, and making it into a caravel. This is the spirit of Santiago. Santiago is the vessel that Potts came on.
And is it still known as Espiritu?
Well, we're calling it Espiritu. The real name of the boat is Applejack. It's the registered name of the boat. Our aspirations are paying off. There it is, a living example of what we're doing.